Can you imagine a summer tradition so ingrained in royal life that its absence feels like a missing heartbeat? For the second year running, the Princess of Wales wasn't on the sidelines of Prince William's annual Royal Charity Polo Cup, and this time, the silence speaks volumes. Last Friday, July 11th, the Royal Charity Polo Cup kicked off on the manicured grounds near Windsor Castle. It's more than a match, 14 years of raising millions for causes close to William and Kate's hearts: child bereavement support, mental health charities, and more. But instead of his wife in her signature summer hat, Prince William rode solo in his familiar number 4 jersey, guiding his team beneath clear July skies. So why did Kate skip this charity cornerstone again? It's not scandal or protocol, but something far more personal: her ongoing journey back from cancer treatment. Diagnosed in March 2024, she completed chemotherapy in September and announced remission in January 2025. Yet the post-treatment phase proved as grueling as the therapy itself. In a heartfelt televised address earlier this week, she admitted that adjusting to a new normal has been really, really difficult, describing moments when even a simple stroll felt like scaling Everest. But absence here isn't withdrawal, it's recovery. After missing Royal Ascot in June and other summer events for similar reasons, Kate's team made the cautious call: no polo until she's strong enough to stand for hours under the sun, socializing and supporting causes. It's a reminder that behind the tiaras and tailored coats, royals are human, vulnerable to pain, fatigue, and healing. A tradition interrupted. Since 2012, this polo match has been a fixture of the royal summer calendar. Crowds flock to see William's deft riding and Kate's enthusiastic cheers, sipping Pimm's and bidding on silent auction treasures. Together, the couple has helped raise tens of millions for children's and mental health charities. Last year, her absence was poignant but unexpected. This year, it's purposeful and speaks to her resilience. This year's match introduced new elements: charity stalls showcasing mental health apps, a special tribute to NHS volunteers, and a children's art pavilion featuring paintings by young patients. Organizers noted record ticket sales, yet the buzz centered on one missing figure. A long airtime polo enthusiast whispered, "The whole field felt incomplete without her." Prince William, ever the devoted husband and dedicated patron, acknowledged her absence before the match. In his opening remarks, he thanked organizers and supporters, then added, "I know Catherine would love to be here, but she's focusing on getting back to full strength." His words were simple, yet they carried the weight of shared struggle, emphasizing that charity work isn't about spectacle, but solidarity. From palace lawns to hospital halls. While the polo field buzzed with excitement, Kate spent that same morning at a local hospital, her first official engagement since early July. Wearing a soft-colored coat and attentive smile, she toured pediatric wards, meeting young patients and their families. One mother, fighting back tears, whispered, "She understands our journey." For Kate, it wasn't a photo op, it was a mirror of her own battles, a chance to turn personal hardship into public hope. Her hospital engagements have deepened over the past month. She attended a therapy dog session, where children read aloud to calm golden retrievers, and sat in on music therapy classes using drums and marimbas. One music therapist noted, "She asked how rhythm helps regulation in trauma. We rarely get a visitor who digs into methodology." Kate's questions and empathy left staff feeling both seen and inspired. Since March, she's guest-edited a special parenting issue on childhood resilience, launched mental health toolkits for schools, and spoken candidly about the emotional toll of post-chemo life. In interviews, she's urged patience. Recovery isn't linear, she said, encouraging others facing illness to seek support and permission to rest. Her message resonates: strength isn't always standing tall, sometimes it's knowing when to sit down and heal. The history of the Polo Cup. The polo match began as a small fundraiser on the palace grounds, but quickly grew into one of the season's highlights. In 2015, William and Kate added a children's picnic zone, inviting local youth groups to join the fun for free. In 2018, they launched the Polo for Schools initiative, bringing polo equipment to state-funded institutions, allowing kids from all backgrounds to learn the sport. Year after year, the event has expanded its reach. In 2023, over 300 young people took part in free riding lessons. That same year, William surprised attendees by taking off his gloves and teaching polo basics to a group of military veterans recovering from injuries. Photos of him patiently demonstrating mallet grips and ball control went viral, proof that the event is as much about community and connection as it is about sport. William's solo performance. Across the grounds, William's focus never wavered. With teammates and ponies, he drove forward, executing perfect strikes and tactical passes. Spectators cheered each goal, then paused in collective tribute to the missing princess. After the final chukker, William raised his mallet in salute to the cause, the crowd, and to his partner's ongoing recovery. Playing without Kate also spotlighted his own charitable passion. Fundraising booths brimmed with bids for signed jerseys, polo lessons, and private tours of royal stables. The silent auction featured a behind-the-scenes day at Windsor Castle and a signed copy of William's nature photography book. Between goals, organizers reminded guests that every penny goes to support children through grief, mental health crises, and trauma issues Kate has championed through various initiatives. Public reaction, empathy, and anticipation. Social media lit up with support. #GetWellSoon Kate trended briefly, followed by #Can'tWaitForKate, as fans shared memories of past polo picnics and hopes for her return. Commenters acknowledged the bravery it takes to step back from public life and the importance of setting a recovery-first example. Polls show over 70% of respondents admire her transparency about post-treatment struggles, citing it as an inspiration for their own health battles. Royal observers noted a surge in positive sentiment toward the couple's approach to wellness, no longer hiding vulnerabilities, but highlighting them. One commentator wrote, "By skipping polo to heal, Kate just taught the country an invaluable lesson: health comes first." What's next? Wimbledon and beyond. If polo was off limits, the upcoming Wimbledon finals loom as a hopeful milestone. As patron of the All England Club, Kate traditionally presents the bouquet to the ladies' singles champion. Officials are optimistic she'll attend the final on July 13th, marking her strongest return yet to public-facing duties. Rumors swirl of pop-up coding workshops on the lawns, youth tennis partnerships, and a mental health awareness booth, signs that she will re-enter the public arena on her own terms. Beyond Wimbledon, her diary hints at a careful blend of charity and advocacy: a bereavement summit in Manchester, a mental health telethon, and an international roundtable on cancer survivorship. Each engagement tailored to her pace: shorter speeches, seated appearances, ample breaks, but no dilution of impact. As one aide put it, she's moving from marathon to sprint intervals, building strength with purpose. Why this story matters. For our 55-plus audience, Kate's journey is deeply relatable. Many have navigated surgeries, treatments, and the frail aftermath of illness, learning that recovery demands patience, support networks, and small victories. When Kate shares her vulnerability, she gives others permission to do the same. Her absence on the polo green reminds us that service and self-care must coexist. The bigger picture. In stepping back from polo, Kate isn't stepping away from service. Instead, she's redefining it, showing that true leadership includes knowing when to pause, reflect, and heal. William's solo ride underscores their partnership, two people sharing one mission, each taking turns in the spotlight and behind the scenes. Together, they prove that charity isn't performance, it's presence, in every form. Your turn. Have you or a loved one taken a break to heal? Felt torn between duty and health? Share your stories in the comments below. What lessons does Kate's recovery teach you about balancing ambition and well-being? Let's build a community of support, because sometimes the bravest move is the one that looks like rest. If you believe compassion empowers leadership, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Royal traditions may be centuries old, but the courage to heal and the grace to serve are forever relevant. And as Kate's journey reminds us, the strongest hearts often wear the gentlest touch.